Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Future Figuarts. This is episode number 15, and if you missed it, we discussed the possibility of a Figuarts version of the crazy evil Saiyan Cumber. What a name. This time, we're taking a look at probably one of the most requested figures in the line to date. And fair enough, because he was shown a few years ago as a prototype, and that is... Hold on, wait for it, guess it. Many of you comment his name down below countless times and times again. It's Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Alright, before I forget, a little bit of a shameless plug here. Now that we're approaching 5k subs even closer, I've got the Patreon account running. If you are a long-time subscriber and you have been enjoying the content, it means a lot to me. If you stop by my Patreon, I mean, every little bit goes a long way. You know, every little bit will help me with the reviews and bring you guys fresher, newer content. And ultimately, just help the channel grow that much quicker. Alright guys, so back to business. Now, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is obviously vastly different than any other Goku we have in the line to date. Reason number one being the obvious, the fur. And lots of it. Number two is that he'll have to feature a completely new hair sculpt, and number three is that he'll have to feature a different outfit entirely. Now, whether we'll see the classic GT iteration is another question, because perhaps they pulled him from the prototype displays years ago due to possible plans for the future. Now hear me out here, maybe, I don't know, just maybe, like even before like Dragon Ball Heroes, maybe they had a plan to bring him back for Super at one point, and they said, hey, you know what, let's not show him in the GT form since we don't care for GT and that doesn't exist in our minds. He's going to make a return in Super. Let's put him out in figure form in his Super appearance. Not confirming a damn thing in any way. That's just a blind theory. Blind is a bad theory. So don't quote me on that. Anyway, for now, we'll use his classic appearance from Dragon Ball GT with the goldenrod pants and blue belt. So from the top down, I don't expect to see a change in black hues for the hair, as it's pretty standard at this point and wouldn't make sense if it were glossy or something in any way. Same could be said for the complexion or skin tone. Pretty standard at this point and wouldn't really make sense for them to change it either. Now, one difference in the head aside from the hair sculpt would be the eyes, of course. As Super Saiyan 4 has those more primal, Sith-looking dark side eyes that we saw in the trailers that Broly also has too. Pretty cool. They'd have to go with an amber color for the and then black. They'd have to go with an amber color and then black for the pupils, and then accent the edges of the eyes with that eyeliner reddish look that we all know that Super Saiyan 4 comes with. Why? Don't really know, but it still looks badass. As for the body now, we obviously would go with a red for the fur, perhaps a crimson, and then I don't think the sculpt from previous Gokus would work either. One thing about the fur though I find interesting is how are they going to pull off the, the textured look with the fur, because with the 2.0 figures, for the most part, if not all of them so far, have been, smooth and saturated in color. They can't quite do that with the fur. They'll have to throw some shading in, if not like raised textures for the fur in some way. Now, as far as Super Saiyan 4, I think we need to have some more mass on the frame of the figure. It just wouldn't look as good if it had the same shoulders as Awakening Goku in Super Saiyan 1, now would it? Next up is his outfit, which is actually minimal, as all he has are his blue wristbands, belt, pants, and shoes. Now, in my opinion, it'd be nice to see all new shades of blue not used on previous Gokus as well, because they are pretty different. For the wristbands and belt, maybe a nice cerulean, and then goldenrod for the pants. Enough Pokemon references for you there? As for the shoes, nothing special here, just black and blue with some gloss. For the record, I don't think the colors on the prototype were spot on anyway, but again, it was a prototype. Alright, so faces. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, much like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, is much more intense and less jovial than the other transformations are. As such, I think it should follow Super Saiyan 3 Goku in terms of the faceplates that we see it come with. The first being the obvious stern look, the second being a yelling/angry face, the third being a more focused effort exerting teeth gritting face, and lastly I think the fourth should be a smirk as well, just hopefully a bit better executed than we saw with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. For his hands, I don't think we have anything new to see here, guys. I mean, honestly, with all the crap we've seen at Super in this point, I think it's safe to expect a standard array of hands for Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. Alright, now when it comes to accessories for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I think we need some really explosive, violent looking accessories just to depict the amount of energy that this guy generates during a fight. Some sort of fiery Kamehameha accessory for the Kamehameha times 10, or just an aura effect with a reddish tinge would be cool as heck. If they really want to get creative, they could throw in a couple tail variations, but I remain doubtful on that front. I mean, other than this, they have so many other accessories they could have thrown in with past Gokus to capitalize off. I don't know what they would throw in with this one. Alright guys, so Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Not like we need another Goku in line just yet, but I know this is definitely one people have been asking for forever. Would you pick him up? Do you think he's likely to get released anytime soon? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, you know what I always say, may the best of today's be the worst of your tomorrows. Peace.